Hi guys, Mandy from Tidy Sticky Mommy here to check in on how week 2 of the 30 Days of Dresses Challenge went, and share some wardrobe revelations that I've gotten this week. So the first day of this week was day 8 in the challenge overall, and I thought I'd be cute in my flouncy yellow dress. What I got instead was the most annoying day so far. I was constantly fighting to keep my bra covered, even with the shawl vest thing, and I ended up feeling frumpy instead of cute and decided I wasn't going to wear this one again, like, ever. Which is kind of sad because it is a cute dress, but it just doesn't work for me. I went through the laundry and then straight into a donation bag. Bye-bye. Day 2 ended up being a rainy day for the raindrop dress. The worst of it started up just as I was having to load up our play kitchen to loan it out, of course. Not sure if I've mentioned it before, but I actually own 4 versions of this dress. This one, the rainbow one, the purple one, and the blue one with the daisies on the skirt are all the same dress, just in different prints. The sleeves are a little bit longer on the blue one, too. And that's because these have actually been really great dresses. 2 of them have been staples straight through 2 pregnancies and back to postpartum and beyond. Win! I'm a little bit sad that I can't link them to share them with you because they have been so flexible and such great dresses. They've definitely earned their places in my closet. They're flattering and flexible for all stages of motherhood, plus they're nursing friendly with the crossover front. They were Zulily's finds way back in 2020, and unfortunately Zulily has gone under, so I wouldn't even know where to find them now. In theory, I have a great plan to kind of reverse engineer it and figure out how to make them out of cotton when I actually get my act together and learn to use the sewing machine in my basement. But who knows when that'll actually happen. The next day was my first repeat in the challenge. The workhorse was back. I had to go to the dentist on this day, and this was the only one left clean that didn't feel like too much for that, you know? Not many worse places to feel overdressed than the dentist chair. At this point in the challenge, too, I'm realizing, maybe I don't actually want that much variety in my clothes. The idea of getting something new is better than the reality of having so many choices. That new clothes feeling is fun, but it doesn't last, and then sometimes you don't even actually end up wearing it. It was just the fun of buying it that was all the enjoyment. Maybe I'll actually get rid of half my shirts after this. I don't know. I get hung up on clothes sometimes. Not often sentimentally or anything, but in weird ways. Like, this hypothetical shirt is just kind of blah and really nothing special. But I wear it all the time with this one thing, and I love this thing, so I better keep the shirt, too. Or, when you're doing the shop your closet thing and you look at it and you go, well, I wouldn't really buy it if I were shopping today. But then you think about the fact that it's a super flexible piece, and so you wear it a lot, even if it's not necessarily your favorite thing, And there's stuff like my cardigans where I have a lot of them, but for 8 or 9 months of the year, I do wear them at least a couple times a week. Some of them don't have pockets, and so sometimes I think about getting rid of them because of that, because I really do prefer to have pockets somewhere in my clothing, but I love them for other things about them, so it's not worth it to me to get rid of them necessarily just because they don't have pockets. You see what I mean? It's like I start overthinking things. I wanted this challenge to have me rethinking my wardrobe, and it has. Now I'm kind of looking at my clothes like, if I was wearing only blue shirts for a week, would this even be a shirt I'd reach for? The idea of that seems a little bit unhinged, but I figured out 3 dresses that were going to be leaving the rotation before we even got to day 10 here. On the simplify your wardrobe end, it is absolutely working for me. Day 11 overall, I actually got 2 dresses in. I started off in this blue one that I always wear something over because the straps are kind of skinny and it's kind of a heavy dress, so as I wear it, it just gradually pulls itself down and starts to show a lot of my chest, which I should probably get rid of it because that's really annoying. But it's a nice weight, and I do like the dress overall besides that, so I don't know. I have to decide if it's worth the hassle on that. But overall, it was a pretty low-key day. Helped my son get his training wheels off of his bike, very exciting, and made a Costco run with all 5 kids in tow, which ended up being kind of disappointing because I told them all that if they were good, we would all get ice cream on our way out, and then the ice cream machine was broken at Costco. I was like, this isn't McDonald's. What's happening? Which is kind of ironic because that's exactly where we ended up going to get the ice cream that we had planned to get at Costco. The second dress came in that evening, and unfortunately, I don't think I have any footage of that. But my daughters and I went to a ballet recital featuring a couple of their friends who are also daughters of friends of mine, and I changed into something a little bit more fancy. It was the white and purple floral one that my second daughter actually has a match for. Originally, it was a matching set for my 3 girls, but the oldest decided she didn't want hers anymore, and we're the same size, so I snagged it from her. Day 5 for week 2 and day 12 overall was also kind of a 2-dress day because we went to the splash pad and I basically have a swim dress. The time we weren't at the splash pad was this cute bright cotton one again. And look, here I am doing the YouTuber thing and actually working on editing the video. I'm sorry these things have been coming out at a weird point. I actually had this whole schedule and everything in my head, and then of course, mom life, it just blew up in my face because kids and things happen. But that's why I generally don't promise, new video next Wednesday or anything, because yeah, stuff like this happens, and I'm working on week 2 and week 3 at the same time on week 3. Saturday of that week was the award ceremony at the end of the year for our American Heritage Girls troupe. So I ended up layering my AHG shirt over my dress for that because I'm a unit leader for the Explorers. I had picked this blue one because it was the closest to what I needed to be in full uniform for the ceremony, and I'm glad I did because I ended up getting recognized for being on my 2nd year of volunteer service with the troupe, and I got flair for my for my lanyard. So that was super fun. We finished the week out with mass and then a barbecue at a friend's house afterwards, which was super great. It thunderstormed in between, so we were a little bit nervous, but the weather ended up being absolutely perfect, and we all pitched in on a bounce house for the kids because between 8 families there were 35 plus kids there. The bounce house kept them contained and entertained and gave the grown-ups time to hang out too, which doesn't often get to happen when you're an adult with lots of small children. So it was a great way to end the week and swing in the summer season for sure. Well, that's a wrap for me on week 2 of the 30 Days of Dresses challenge. Let me know down in the comments how yours went and what sort of insights you're gaining into your wardrobe and your dressing habits. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! And for real, week 3 is coming much sooner.